At the Global Container Terminal in Bayonne, U.S. Senator Bob Menendez explained during a press conference how President Donald Trump's proposed budget could be a huge hamper on transportation throughout the state. A focal point of the presser was transportation investment generating economic recovery, better known as Tiger grants, of which GCT received $11.4 million in 2012. Bayonne Mayor Jimmy Davis began to put this into a local perspective and took a swipe at Trump.
Tiger grants put people to work and provide better economic prospects and transportation options throughout the entire country. This administration's failure to see the benefits of Tiger grants will diminish economic opportunities and reduce investments in our infrastructure. We must do everything in our power to support Senator Menendez in this fight and to save our Tiger grants for our economic future.
Later, the senior senator said Trump's $1.1 trillion proposed budget would cut $2.4 billion nationwide, or 13% of transportation programs.
And given all the rhetoric we heard from President Trump about infrastructure and jobs during this campaign, I thought that would be the case. But we have learned that sometimes the president's rhetoric doesn't line up with reality. The Trump administration's budget proposal doesn't rebuild our transportation system. It ultimately leaves it to languish in disrepair. The president has proposed we cut $2.4 billion, 13% of all federal transportation programs. That includes eliminating Tiger grants as a whole. So what we're celebrating here on the verge of being able to complete on what it means in jobs and economic opportunity and growth and a better economy and a better environment would be totally gone for any other project. So I do not care for that type of budget, nor do I care for a budget that ends the New Starts program that would totally derail the Gateway project. Of course, the Gateway project is the ability to build 2 new Trans-Hudson tunnels that are critically needed, century-old plus tunnels that were dramatically affected by Superstorm Sandy.
The last speaker was Assemblyman Chiaravalloti, a former state director under Menendez, who stressed investing in infrastructure and transportation projects to spur economic growth.
The Senator mentioned I used to be state director, and one of the valuable lessons I learned from him is how investing in infrastructure and transportation projects, using public dollars to make those investments, unlock private dollars to create economic growth. You know, this is an issue that's an economic issue. Okay, when we're talking about the jobs that are generated, it's not just short-term, it's long-term positions that are working middle-class positions where you can raise a family on. But on a very local level, okay, on a local level for residents of Bayonne and Jersey City who deal with the constant truck traffic on the Casciano Bridge and 14A, this is an important project because this will alleviate some of that truck traffic. We need Global Terminal to continue to expand its operations, but we also need to create the technology and the infrastructure that allows for that expansion.
Responding to a question from Hudson County View, Menendez guaranteed that the current version of Trump's budget will not make it through the Senate.
I can guarantee you that this budget as is will not pass because you'll need 60 votes in the United States Senate. And I will harness enough of my colleagues to make sure that there is a negotiation that this bill as it isn't going to pass.
I'm John Hydas with the Hudson County View, the eye of the community.